Gamers, what is up? This is ImDeathdude coming at you recorded. I want to go over a flawless nuke that I played all of the objectives on Dome. So I'm going to do this a little bit different. I'm watching it on my desktop and I will record the entire recording so you can get my audio playback while also being able to see the minimap. I'm going to be pulling up this up a fair amount throughout this game. So there's two main spawns, this side, and I am spawning on this one. I guess the other one's technically here. But what we have here is Dome. And so my main goal here, I have a teammate asking if anybody has a mic. I say yes. He's all pumped about that. Love it when teammates are jazzed. But my goal here is I'm going to spawn on this side, and I'm going to run down right about here to look into Dome. The reason for this is the objectives here and the two main paths that the enemy can take. They can go through Dome. They can go, I guess, on top or on upper this ledge, but they'll get beamed. Or they can run around on this side. Eventually, what will happen is they will flip the spawns, and they'll start spawning where we have our initial spawn at, and we will start spawning on this side. So let's just watch it play out. So the first point in headquarters is always the same. There's always the same first point, and then all the other ones are pseudo-random. And what I mean by pseudo-random is there is a pattern to it that you can kind of infer, and as the points go further and further, you can 100% tell which one it's going to be. So that didn't look too exciting, but let's go rewatch that real quick. I'm in this spot, I get a kill, and if you're watching the minimap, my teammate, Esmo, just spawns right here. And as soon as I see him spawn, I break, because what this means is they're no longer spawning on this side if we're spawning so close. They're either spawning up here and pushing the objective from this long side, or they're over on this right side and they're going to be pushing down, maybe into bunker, but most likely to the objective. So as soon as I see Esmo spawn up here, I dip, and I go to the objective, looking for, hey, are there going to be people on this line? I see a ton of smoke, so it's likely that they are down there. And I get in this little corner. I did see a flash of movement here. That's why I saw that guy. And in this corner, you can actually cap the objective while having a relatively good amount of cover. This is an objective that's pretty much out in the open, and this little corner is great for it. So lo and behold, let's watch this back real quick. Get one here, I get one more. I saw a guy go on, I'm looking at the mini-map here, on my left. So he's in this general area. So I start curving around the SAM site. When I peek, I see this guy, but I actually hear a guy closer on my right. You can hear his footsteps, and that's why I'm like, oh, let's get him. So now there's the guy that I initially saw is on my screen right now, but we just saw he died. So I don't have to worry about him, and I want to switch to my AR and get a reload going. Ammo management is always key. I call in the UAV just to see where they're spawning, and look at the minimap. I'm in an engagement right now, so my eyes are focused on the center of the screen, and I haven't seen these guys pop up yet, but I generally know that they're spawning in this upper area, and what that is they're spawning in here, basically this whole line, and they have a few behind me. See it? I get 2 kills. I saw the guys down low, but now on this new UAV pass, the guys that were behind me on this side ended up going up to the fence. I saw 2 spawn here, so I'm going to try to get them. He gets around the corner. I'm going to take a step back. He pushes, and kablam, he's dead. Easy peasy. So if you look at the top here, there's 2 players up. There's me and a teammate. You can see him on this side. Other than that, there's a ton of people on the objective. So I'm just trying to get a few more kills with my life intact and get out of there, get out of dodge. I get one. I should have had that kill, but I don't want to spend too much time. You can't get greedy. You can't just focus one person the entire time, especially when there's only, 1 or 2 of you up, you being your team. So after this first point has been captured, right here, there's basically 3 spots that I can go to. On the map as a whole, there's 5, I believe. One's here, one's here, one's here, one's here, one's here. So there's 5 total, but the pattern right off the bat is typically when this one gets capped, it will go here or here. This place I call crates, this is under bunker. It can also go into the building, but it almost never goes into lower dome, is what we call this section of the map. So I'm playing right here because my 2 thoughts are the most likely places for this the next headquarter to spawn is in lower bunker. And if I can get to lower bunker before any of the enemy team does, I'm in a great spot. Or it's going to be on this side, which, same deal. I'm pretty close to it. I can go to either one. Let's just see where it spawns. So at the top here, you can see 2, 1, it's about to spawn. So it spawns over on crate side, so I'm going to run over to crate, and this is the little bit of downtime. I want to let the spawns settle So normally what I do when I'm on this objective is I like to play right in this crate because this is within the cap radius of the headquarter, meaning you can cap the headquarter while you're behind here, and you have a great cover. They can only really come three ways. There's this opening in lower dome, there's this spot, which you'll hear them, and there's this spot, which you'll generally hear them. If you let the spawn settle and you stay more on this side, they are more likely to spawn in this building. And when they're spawning in the building, their basically only option is to come down this route. And you have a great line of sight on them and a lot of cover in this section. And so that's what I'm hoping to have happen. That's why I'm staying back and basically just waiting for my ammo crate. So I don't see any action. I have teammates checking all the angles. I pull out my ammo crate. I want to get more ammo in my AR. I'm now set to go, and now I'll start pushing. We've sort of established our positions on this site, and they should be spawning in the building coming out. I get my advanced UAV, and I don't really like to call my advanced right away. I want to make sure I'm safe. That gets people killed a lot of the time, is they get it and they instantly pop it. Just wait until you're in a little bit of cover. So my eyes are glued to the minimap right now, and I can see basically their entire team spawning. And none of them are spawning in the building now, now that the point is captured. They're mostly spawning in that back bunker area. That is this area, and they can also spawn up here. So because of that, I start playing on the crate, just looking into lower dome, and I will be watching the upper right. I open the main map, I see a lot of them pushing out, and I'm worried about this guy right here. He's not looking at me, he is looking at me. What are you gonna do? Got him, I'm coming around the back of them. This guy spawned in the building, and it's just an easy mop up. He's rushing the site, doesn't expect anybody out. I see the guy on lower dome, turn around, and a nice headshot here. What I'm trying to do now is just survive. I want to go to the next objective because it's most likely going to be building or the lower bunker. I tried to get a nice nade off, but didn't totally see where they were when I threw. So I don't manage to take this kill, and I decide to back off. And the reason I'm backing off is if it spawns lower bunker, I'm in a great spot, and if it spawns building, I can run up there and hopefully beat their entire team for that spot. It does happen to spawn lower bunker, which is great for me, and when the bunker has spawned, there's basically three phases. The point is now, I guess, the first phase is before it spawns, if you know it's going to bunker. The second phase is when it has spawned, and the third phase is when it's capped. So this bunker spot just spawned. The cap radius is basically the entire lower bunker, and the spawns, there's two main ones, essentially, that will happen. A team will be spawning on this side over by dome. They can spawn anywhere from here, basically, to here. And a team will be spawning in the building. And if I plant myself right in this corner, I have a great view up to this truck where I can see anybody pushing down, and I also have a great view out into lower dome. The one spot I don't have great coverage on is right through the middle on this doorway, but my team basically holds it down for me, so I'm set. I throw down a trophy because I'm going to get spammed right here if people are spawning. And you can see on the minimap they are spawning the building side and the dome side. So we're just hunkering down. We still have 13 seconds before we can even cap it, and I'm just trying to make sure that nobody pushes down this left side flank. No more UAV, but my teammate just manages to call, which is awesome. So now we know where they're at in general, and we can just keep playing this pretty safely. Saw this guy on minimap, that's why I went in the corner to challenge him instead of staying in my corner, and now I just have to watch out for people pushing down the alley again. Enter the next phase. So now that the point is capped, the spawns do change. Typically, if they were spawning here and you cap it, they will spawn on this other side. That's why I like playing this spot so much, is I'm able to just look in and beam anybody coming from that direction. But if you look at the minimap and see where my teammates are, you can see that most of the people are spawning up in this upper dome area. Upper building area. That's this area up here, meaning most people will be flooding down this path and some will be going here, but almost no one is coming on this side. And so I give up this corner because this corner is super strong for head glitching looking at this direction, but because that direction is not where they're spawning, I don't want to be in this spot. My trophy system, it only blocks 4 grenades or explosives. It's already blocked 2 or 3. It's not going to last for much longer, and I'm on a big streak. So I want to get out of there, just protect my life. And what's crazy is right now, you know, at the time, I didn't see where this guy was. He is on minimap, but we just capped and it's listed as defending. And because it's listed as defending, I know that somebody is on the point somewhere, and I have a ton of teammates around, so I'm just like, I don't want to deal with this. I want to get out of here. Save me. See, it's still contested. There's still people down there, which I think it was a good choice to get out of that spot. What I'm trying to do is loop up to this section. So I just came out here and I'm up on this fence line and I'm looking towards their spawn. Again, most of them will be running down this line or down here, and I have a great view into anybody that climbs this truck or comes around. So I get this guy, and now look at the top, I'm the last player alive. And because I'm the last alive and I see so many people on the minimap, I want to get to right about here, looking into bunker. I have a great head glitch set up, and there's a lot of them, so I should be able to pick up some kills. Sure, I'm reloaded. I immediately start getting hit. Oh my god, there's 3 of them. That guy on the left that disappeared, he never re-peeks that spot. It's kind of crazy. I'm really expecting him to peek on the left. I'm 1 or 2 away from the nuke right now, and so I'm just laser focused on getting these final kills. I think I'm 1 away right now, and Esmo, my teammate, is running up to see if there's anybody over there. He kindly says, hey, I'll bait them over. He's not going to kill this guy that's running. I throw down a trophy for some extra protection, and I'm just cautiously looking at these 2 areas because that one guy didn't peek. This guy successfully got brought over by Esmo. Awesome. There's the nuke. I hope this was helpful. I like making these videos, but if the quality on this one suffers, I might go back to the regular format. Let me know which one you like better. Like, comment, and subscribe really helps me out. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace! Better believe it, baby.